quiet quitting. This is a more recent term to describe something that's actually been going on for probably forever. Before I jump into my thoughts on quiet quitting, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you're looking forward to hearing about that. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so that you can receive life-work balance advice delivered directly to you every Sunday. So quiet quitting, what is it? Well, it's not quitting. So it's kind of a confusing term because when I first heard it, I thought that quiet quitting meant giving someone a card that says that you are quitting that day, clearing out your office and leaving and not really telling anyone. But that is not quiet quitting at all. Really, the idea of quiet quitting is that you are quitting the concept of going above and beyond. These days, it's kind of expected that employees will go above and beyond, even if they are working for abusive bosses, in toxic or hostile work environments, or they are getting paid very low wages. This isn't fair. People should not be expected to go above and beyond for their job. Yes, it's a perk. And yes, people will choose to go above and beyond, especially if they feel like they are paid well for the job that they're doing. They feel valued, they feel important, they feel heard, and they feel understood. And there are going to be people who show up, do the job that they were hired to do, nothing more, nothing less, and go home. And that is perfectly acceptable. It's not lazy to just show up and do the job that you're paid to do. In fact, it's fair. The expectation that we are going to take on additional roles and responsibilities because we're understaffed, even if we're underpaid, is not fair and is actually crazy thinking. However, the term quiet quitting is probably something that makes most employers cringe. Employers want employees to go above and beyond. And like I said earlier, it's somewhat of an expectation that you're going to show up and you're going to do your job really well, and you're likely going to go above and beyond in a variety of situations. But going above and beyond is not the job. It's not the job that you signed up for. You might choose to go above and beyond. You might want to go above and beyond. And if you're a person who is not going above and beyond because of a variety of reasons, that doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't make you a bad employee. So, if you are identifying with this term of quiet quitting and you feel like this is what you're doing, that's okay. However, quiet quitting or having a job where you just show up, you do the work, and then you go home is probably not the most fulfilling thing. My goal is to help people find jobs that are the perfect fit for them, where they love what they're doing, where they feel valued, where they are excited to go to work every single day, and they don't burn out. So if you feel like you're in a position where you are quiet quitting, you're showing up, you're doing the job, you're not going above and beyond, but you're not being lazy, and you want something more, then that's truly up to you. And you have a couple of choices. You can either stay in your job where you are engaging in quiet quitting, and you don't complain, you feel comfortable, and you're kind of happy with the way things are going. You might not feel the most fulfilled, but that's okay. You don't need to feel like it's your dream job. You don't need to feel like it is something that you're very highly passionate about. Sometimes a job that just helps us make ends meet is all we need in the moment. So if you are comfortable in your job, you are maybe feeling a little bit guilty for not going above and beyond and wondering if there's something you should do, truly evaluate if you want to change your circumstances. If you don't want to, that's okay. Don't judge yourself too harshly for that. Your position may change later, and then you can choose to make the change. If you are in a place, though, where you do want to change, you don't enjoy just showing up and just doing the job. You want a job where you feel fulfilled, where you feel valued, where you feel understood and like an important contributor to the organization. Then it's probably time to start your job search. Start doing some research on different organizations that really align with your personal values, with the things that are important to you, the things that you're good at. Then, after you've researched those organizations, start looking into the roles that they offer. You may have to step outside your comfort zone and try something new and different, and that is okay. Ultimately, you have two choices, regardless of the situation you find yourself in. You can either stay in your existing job, or you can leave and find a new one. If you want to stay in your existing job, recognize that it is a choice to stay. Don't complain. Don't make it any more toxic for yourself or other people. You can choose to stay. However, you could also choose to find something new. I wouldn't recommend, unless you are very financially stable, quitting your job without having another one lined up. If you do have the freedom and the financial flexibility to quit your current job and spend your entire time job searching until you find the one that's the perfect fit for you, more power to you. But most people do not have that ability. So if you are like most people, keep your quiet quitter job and start the job search process. Start researching those organizations, start researching those additional roles, start applying to jobs, get some interview experience, and hopefully you will find a job where you feel valued, where you feel like you have a purpose, where you are contributing to something bigger and better than yourself. And you will inherently want to go above and beyond, and you will feel good about doing it. You will feel like you are fairly compensated, you will feel like you are a valued contributor, and you feel like you are having some internal fulfillment needs that are met. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, please throw them in the comments box below. I love getting comments. I respond to each of them individually. So if you do leave me a comment, I will get back to you as quickly as I'm able. If you enjoyed this and you watched any of my other videos or you want to keep in touch with me, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so that you can receive life-work balance advice delivered directly to you every Sunday. Thanks, and I'll see you next week.